Belted at the end of that one. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Michael Dana.
Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3.5 to go, first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jaleel McLaughlin,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Broncos are back within a score.
What's good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Sheds off the tackle.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. 63 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw here. That is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Lutt's good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A gain of 7 and they pick up the first. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
34 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Pushing through the contact.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy,
49 yards.
And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Broski got me. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over, speeding to the money.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth.